Hello everyone, good day to you wherever you are in your day. I am Natasha Burnett and this is my oh so charming co-star, Viv Leacock.
Hey everybody.
So today we are so excited to talk to you about and cannot wait for you to see Legend of the Lost Locket, part of Spring into Love. And Hallmark channel has sent us a few questions that we want to answer for you.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure I'm ready.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, so first question. My character, Amelia, is a London-based antiques expert on the hunt for a long-lost locket antique.
Yes.
Tell us more about her quest and why it's special to her.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the Lost Locket is a quest that her mother had started. And it was something that unfortunately the mother found many dead ends and couldn't find the other half. And unfortunately, when she passed away, Amelia decided it was a good idea to continue the quest in her honor. And she finds a little nugget of hope that sends her to an American town where she continues her quest and comes up against this handsome man. Yeah.
Yes. And then fireworks ensue and lockets are found.
Yes.
Lockets are found. It's yes. You have to watch, and you're gonna like what you see because she does whatever she needs to do.
By any means necessary.
Any means necessary. Especially going up against the lawman. I'm a sheriff in town, and she has some methods that are kind of over the line.
Amelia does not feel this way about that.
Yeah, she thinks what she's doing is fine. No. Let's see. Okay. I got a question up to. During Amelia's search, she meets my character, Sheriff Marcus Forrest, in a small town in Massachusetts. Can we share more about their first meet cute? Yes. So Amelia had some car problems, and she has to pull over. She's forced to call for help. Marcus is just happens to be driving by and sees her stranded, so he offers assistance, and she promptly says, "No, thank you."
I'm not sure how cute it was.
Yeah.
Not for Amelia.
Oh, I think I look cute.
But she was looking at you a bit like, step away from me immediately.
Yes. She's like, I don't know who you are, and I'm stranded. You know, of course, I didn't identify myself as a sheriff, which is probably my mistake. Probably should have said that right off the bat. Hey, I'm the local sheriff. You look like you need a hand. No, I just try to be charming, and it works pretty well.
It takes a minute, you know. Amelia is not easily fooled.
No, she's very smart. But we get her. So our friend Jack shows up, and Jack is Jack of all trades, played by our good friend Kevin O'Grady. Shows up and tows her car into town, and then she goes and she meets my sister, who we run an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast, which Amelia's staying out of, but she doesn't know that's my sister, and she gets a little jealous. I'll put that up there.
Anything else you want to say, like the whole movie?
No, there's more questions.
Okay, so next question. Oh, the Hearties are excited to see us reunite together on screen again. Do Amelia and Marcus share any similar traits to our beloved characters on Winkles, the Heart, Minnie, and Children?
That's a good question.
What would I say? I'm going to say no, simply because this is like a new relationship. Well, I wouldn't say it's a relationship to start with.
Uh-oh.
It's an acquaintanceship.
Ouch.
So compared to Minnie and Joseph, who've been married for a long time, and the banter is very, very different. The banter is different. We have a lot more fun. You know, Amelia's got a little bit of sass in there.
Oh, Minnie's sassy too.
I guess she is.
Nobody messes with Minnie.
That is a trait.
She maybe, but how? Well, for starters, both Minnie and Amelia are beautiful. Right? Thank you. And
this is why he's the charming co-star.
And yeah, Natasha's right in saying that the dynamic is different because we never saw Joseph and Minnie when they met. We didn't see what that was like.
We didn't see their meet cute.
We didn't. But yes, Amelia and Marcus, we thought it was very important that we established that they acknowledge each other's attractiveness. But they're both not necessarily looking for that.
Yeah.
Especially Amelia. She's trying to look for the locket. That's what she's looking for. Yeah, so that and as far as Joseph and Minnie, like Natasha said, they're this couple, there's union, they're a team, they're together. We meet them that way. You see in the beginnings of a new team.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
Okay.
So
that's you. Yeah,
it is me. We are also reunited with our co-star Rothgar Matthews, who plays Ned on When Calls the Heart. Let's tell them more about his character in the film.
Yes.
So Rothgar plays the town mayor. Amelia needs to see the town mayor in order to get access to the town archives, to get some information.
Yes.
And, you know, Rothgar is such a great actor. He was so fun to work with as the mayor. He has this really unusual sort of slightly bumbling kind of air about him as the mayor, and it works really well.
He's always amazing, and we just find ourselves just watching him when we're doing scenes with him because he's so hilarious. But you really get the sense that he's this guy who's dealing with a situation where so the town is going through a bit of an economic slump, and you get the sense that he's someone who's trying to deal with things with no money. That's basically what he's trying to do as the mayor of Wilmington, and he pulls it off so well. He's very helpful actually throughout, but he is very different. He's different than Ned. Ned is an inventor. Ned is, he's a husband in this amazing duo. It's a little different in our movie with Rothgar, but as always, he knocks it out.
Always.
As always.
He was great.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
Marcus at first questions Amelia's interest in the town's history, but soon realizes the locket can be meaningful to the community. How does his involvement help Amelia with her quest? How indeed.
Well, to be honest, because he has more pull in town and Amelia is quite frankly a fish out of water here, she does her best. She attempts the best methods she can to try and get information on this locket. But ultimately, Marcus's assistance is really needed because he knows everybody in town. And he can help Amelia where to look.
Yes.
And so in the end, she does really actually require his assistance.
And she needs some protection because there's someone trying to do some things that are not very nice. That's all I'll say. And so she needs someone to watch her back. And that'd be this guy. She doesn't want to need him, but she needs him. That's the answer right there. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so not only are we starring in the movie, but we both were executive producers. How was it being able to have a creative hand in making the film?
Yes.
So I would definitely say being on the project from the start, it changes how you feel about every single detail. You are far more engrossed and engaged in every single detail that there is, because it almost becomes like a labor of love for you. So when we came up with the concept, it was just really nice to first of all get Michelle, the writer, on board, who was totally happy to play around with our idea and work with our idea and come back to us with ways we can play the characters we were hoping to play in the first place. And then secondly, in pre-production, just seeing things like the casting and like everyday meetings about production design and things like that, where you really get a sense of what it takes to make a movie, and you realize how much is actually involved. And, you know, even on set, I know that my brain was working. Even when I left set, first thing in the morning, I wake up, it's not just my lines I need to know. It's just recalling, okay, what's important for today? What other things do we need? What props do I need to check on? And what, you know, it's so many things that's going around. But I actually really, really enjoyed doing that.
She likes to be the boss. Yeah, you know, you said something before about, you know, Michelle kind of guiding us. And one of the things that she did initially was, so our initial concept was same type of thing with Natasha's character coming from the UK, but she was in she was trying to figure out who was the murderer of the father.
Yeah, it was going to be like a traditional kind of mystery.
Yeah, we had a murder mystery thing because both of us love Columbo, the show Columbo with Peter Falk from like back in the 60s and 70s. We love that. So we were trying to do something similar, and Michelle was like, "You can't have murder in a rom-com. That doesn't work out." So then it turned into like a treasure hunt. It turned into finding something. But the initial concept was murder. And thank you, Michelle, because trying to fall in love over a corpse, it doesn't work. And just like Natasha was saying, you know, typically when you work on something, you arrive to something that's already up and running. And even if you do work on a show or a movie that is, let's just say it's the first thing, it's the pilot or it's the first movie, you're still, unless you have, you know, executive producing kind of credits beside you don't have that access. That's not asked of you. And it's not something that you're going to be tasked to do. And it just made this whole experience, the reward was so much more profound, because we realized, like, just before we started filming our first shot, that we were responsible for people coming back to work, people having a job at this moment in time, because of something that we thought of like a year and a half before this point. So we both we're proud of that, that there was a phone call was made, you know, we called each other and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? What's our idea for our movie? And from that conversation, all this got put together, and now we're here talking to you guys. So
yeah. And it's a little bit surreal, because from just speaking to Michelle about it and then realizing that, you know, when Kevin Fair, the director, came on board, and, you know, he was totally in line with how we felt about the movie and what we wanted to portray with the movie, and then to take it to Hallmark and Aisha at Hallmark, you know, and it's almost a bit surreal to just see that process happen. And actually, nobody wanted to alter it along the way. Like, they were really happy with where it was going and the direction it was going in. And so to see it come to fruition right from the beginning has a very, very different feeling when you see it on screen.
And we've seen the finished product numerous times
for so many different reasons, for sound editing, for color correction, for ADRs, where you have to redub some words sometimes if there's
loud rain. Or there's lots of traffic going by when you're trying to say your lines. You have to go into a studio after and you have to redub those lines. And even that with like our sound folks on the movie, they knocked it out because the noise that the rain makes when you're trying to do a scene. Ooh, no thank you. And we filmed this November.
November into December.
It was cold. It was so cold.
I can always see my nose was red in some scenes, but I don't know if anyone else will notice how cold I was.
I don't know if you can tell my nose is red, but it was red. That's how cold when you see this guy with a red nose.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's really cold. But I digress. What was that question?
Okay, so next question.
Okay.
This movie has a hint of mystery as our characters try to find important missing documents that will help them find the locket. Without giving too much away, are there any clues we can give the viewers?
Oh.
I would like to say there are clues everywhere. Pay close attention throughout the movie for little bits and pieces that you think might be important, because as it gets to the end, you are going to piece them all together and realize that they were there the whole time.
You put them out there, you saw them, you just didn't know you saw them. So
exactly.
It's very tricky.
I feel like if we say anything else, this is going to ruin.
Let's see. Is there anything I could try to say? No, I'm
starting to think.
Yeah,
see?
No,
that gives that away.
I'm going to say too much. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. There are some fun moments between our characters while they're on their quest, from eating a Boston cannoli to attending a ball. Are there any favorite scenes we enjoyed filming?
So I have two. I loved doing the ball scene. I thought that was a really fun scene. I left with no toes, but you know what? It was a fun scene nonetheless. It was.
I'm sorry. I've said I'm sorry so many times.
No. The other scene that I really loved doing was when I actually had to do some real antiquing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I loved learning how to use all the little apparatus and loops and things that you're supposed to use as an antique dealer. And I tried to watch as many episodes of the Antiques Roadshow as I could and looked up as much information as I could about antique dealers and when they wear gloves and what they use them for and things like that. So I actually really loved that day. I was really tired at the end of that day, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I was just
you're doing
so
it for real.
Into it.
You're doing it for real. Yes, and she knocks it out. She's really good. She's coming in my house and she's like, "That's from 19." I'm like, "Stop it." Let's see. The ballroom scene. The ballroom scene is the scene in which I am acting like someone who is trying to learn how to dance whilst being someone who's trying to remember how to do this. Because we took lessons, and I'm not a ballroom dancer. I was a break dancer. Very different. It's very different. And I had never even tried ballroom dance in my life. And so Marcus's fears, they're Viv's fears too. And so I was very worried about her feet. And fortunately, I didn't step on them too many times. And we got through it. And I was really proud of us for getting through, and very proud of Natasha for not murdering me because she wanted to. It's okay. She did. And then I really love, we have a moment at the cop shop where we're eating together. And it's very cute. It's just one of the moments in the movie where the two of them are you can see they're starting to align. They're starting to kind of look at each other in a way, and it's just really cute between like that. To me, is their first real like meet cute. That's the meet cute. That's the really the moment. With the chips. Remember the chips.
Remember the chips.
The chips.
The chips.
Mm-hmm. While Amelia and Marcus are uncovering the mystery of the true love locket, they both learn valuable skills from each other during their investigation. Can we share some of our characters' unique talents that make them a great team? You can talk about how cool Marcus is. Go ahead. Tell them. He's so dashing and so charming and so handsome and so strong. Go ahead.
Let's see. Amelia. Well, come on now. Amelia's a historian.
Yes.
So her talents shine from that perspective. She's definitely someone who loves to learn, and that's her main focus. It's her strength, but potentially also her weakness as well, because she's so hyper focused sometimes on that. Right? Which is where I feel like Marcus is level-headed in a different way to Amelia. So you see things slightly differently as the sheriff.
Yes. Marcus, well, first of all, he's going off of the fact that, there's a lot about the town's history that he didn't know. He's finding out a lot from Amelia, and he keeps an open mind. I think that's one of the things about him that I think is really good. He does his own research as well. He doesn't just shoot her down and then just move on. He looks into it as well, and he's I think he always tries to do the right thing, which is what I like about him the most.
And I like Amelia's tenacity, her determination.
Yeah,
she wasn't letting this one go.
No, she will do anything
for love, no money.
Oh yes,
not dropping it.
Yes. And what's really nice is that they're not about trying to necessarily find their other person. They're not on this mission to like find a significant other. It's just what happens in this.
That's what I like about the movie in general, because you can just follow Amelia's story to just follow her story for everything. When she falls in love with the town and generally with the townspeople and stuff, you can just follow her story. And then.
No, but it's and it's the same thing on Marcus's end. He's just doing his job. He's being the guy that he always has been, and that doesn't change because they're falling for each other. He's still trying to do the right thing and trying to keep a straight head. So yes. I love them. Okay.
One more question. Amelia is a collector of many beautiful antiques. Do we each have our own special antique that's meaningful to us?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was a quick answer. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't have anything on me, but I do have jewelry from both my parents that and grandparents and whatnot. That's stuff that we keep that I think is special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two things. So there's a painting I have in London that so the Antiques Roadshow came to a place near our house and we were so excited. We just wanted to get it appraised. We never ended up going there, but it's kind of that fun thing. You just, even if it's worth £10, you're just like, I just wanted to be there for them to tell me.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Look at that.
And then let's see. My mother has a locket, actually, that she bought from an antique store. She's had it for a long time. Couldn't use it in the movie.
You were destined to do this movie.
Yeah.
That stuff's cool.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Right. Well.
Right.
There we go. Yes. I think we answered those
reasonably well.
Yeah,
I think so.
So to wrap up our live chat, we have a little rapid fire game for you. This or that is inspired by Legend of the Lost Locket and also Spring into Love. Spring into Love. So, you ready for the first one?
Yeah. So what do I say? I say this or that. I'm just joking. Okay.
Okay. A Boston cannoli or pie?
Boston cannoli.
Pie.
What? No, Boston cannoli.
Come on, I'm British. Pie.
All right.
Pie. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Solve mysteries or an art dealer? Art dealer.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
I'm a cop. Oh, okay. We know the answer to this one.
Attend a ball or take a meditation class?
Of course we're going to attend the ball because I got to attend the ball with this lady. Yes, attend the ball. Well, she might need to meditate after I step on her feet 1,000 times. Okay. Visit an art museum or go on a road trip? You know the answer. And
art museum.
Oh Lord, I love to drive. She knows I love to drive.
You love to drive.
Yeah. And we can drive to an art museum.
Or that. I'm this and you're that. There seems to be a lot of this happening.
There's a lot. Road trip.
Okay. I know we're gonna have the same answer for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Past or present? Present.
Present. Things get a little dicey in the past. I like now. I like now. Yep. Okay. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us. And please make sure to tune in to Legend of the Lost Locket. It is streaming, isn't it? We can watch it today. You can watch it now, in fact. It is streaming on Hallmark Movies now, should you want to see it now. Yes. Or otherwise, yes, we want you to tune in on this Saturday, April 13th at 8/7 Central on Hallmark Channel. And make sure, please join us on Twitter because we will be there with you, and you can tweet along with us and use the hashtag Legend of the Lost Locket. Just copy and paste it. We want to see those tweets, and we hope you have a lovely day. Live tweeting. Let's go.